This is Reno Mamiya-san. Reno-san, over here is a promising star, Reno Shimmer. You don't even think I'm any good. Don't make me laugh. We were brought together by Tanaka's personal invitation, and all we could do was look at each other and bow our heads in a small way. I guess I'll be working overtime again today, but with this much revision, I'll be done sooner than usual. Ren, you haven't finished yet? You always end up working overtime because you can't do the job properly. This disgustingly good-looking guy is my workmate Tanaka. He quickly packed up and left the office at the end of working hour. Whose fault do you think it is? Most of the time I spend overtime is to correct material. And remember that Tanaka made mistakes on. Well, some of it comes from other people too, but... Phew.
Here you go. I'm sorry to have you always do this.
When I signed my boss, Shionyama-san offered me a cup of coffee.
We know that you're working extra hard on behalf of Tanaka-kun.
Yeah, your ability to handle the workload is a big help to us executives.
I agree. Oshima-kun finds everyone's mistakes and takes care of them, so we can work more efficiently. And our performance has been improving a lot recently.
Yeah, I'm really glad to hear, Oshima. Keep up the good work. They smiled and returned to the seats. I'm glad I have a boss who gives me a proper praise. If there were all people like Tanaka, who didn't even realize their own mistakes, I would have changed jobs a lot sooner. Thinking such, I took a sip of coffee. Then one day, I was called out to a certain coffee by Tanaka. This is Reno Mamiya-san. Reno-san, over here is a promising star, Reno Shimmer. You don't even think I'm any good. Don't make me laugh. We were brought together by Tanaka's personal invitation, and all we could do was look at each other and bow our heads in a small way. Hey, what's this all about? Actually, I'm the one who was introduced to her. You don't have a girlfriend, so it's perfect. You and her seem to be on the same wavelength. I'm kinda, aren't I? Tanaka responded to my whispered question with a whisper. You. So, you two enjoy the rest. Oh, hey! Before I could say anything, Tanaka was gone. Damn, he probably decided that his girl was impossible based on her looks alone, and pushed her onto me anyway. Reno-san has long bangs and has her head down, making it impossible to make out her facial expression. She is somewhat hunched over and has a dark hair about her, but it doesn't mean he should treat her badly. Well, I'm sorry about this. I guess he was the actual date partner, right? But you know, you're really my type. So play him to swap places.
Oh, I see.
I let her lie as to not hurt Reno-san, and she let a troubled voice. Wow, I guess you gotta pull off. But it should be better than telling the truth and hurting her. But anyway, let's order something.
Yes.
Then we each ordered a drink and continued our leisurely conversation. Somehow, I feel a stringing stare. Glancing around, I noticed multiple eyes looking at us.
Hey, look! Those two are super plain. They look so out of place in this cafe. Yeah, that woman is like a ghost. I wonder if she's really alive. Oh my god, that's so scary.
Those guys. It's even reaching my ears. I'm sure that it has reached Reno-san too. What should I do?
Sorry.
I glanced at Reno-san and for some reason she apologized. Why are you apologizing?
Because I look like this. That's why they said that.
That's not true. Never mind what those girls say.
But...
she said, and Reno-san tilted her head down. Okay then, let's get out of here and go for a walk in a nearby park. I'm sure people's stairs will bother us left there.
yeah.
Reno-san nodded and we left the cafe alley. The two walked around the park slowly.
I'm sorry. Because of me, we couldn't enjoy the tea.
Don't worry about it. I'd rather take a leisurely walk like this with you than drink tea in the kind of air.
Ren-san.
Finally, Rina-san smiled a little. I was relieved, but Rina-san tilted her head down again.
I've always been very uncomfortable with people stare and back-talking. I was harassed about my face since I was little, and ever since then, I've always dressed modestly so as not to stand out and expose my face.
I see. Rina-san nodded a little out of my words. Rina-san is Rina-san. I think Rina-san as right now is wonderful. So just be who you are.
Really?
Yes. Besides, you can't help what you're not good at. So live your life without pushing yourself.
Yeah.
Rina-san froze in a surprised way, but then laughed happily. Surprisingly, we kept in touch and dated at our own pace. Rina-san looks quiet, but she's a good person. She quickly offered me a handkerchief and a disinfectant when I come out of the bathroom, and also casually removed the sweat coming out from my clothes. She can be casually considerate. There are surprisingly few people who can do the kind of thing. As such days went by, I gradually became attracted to Rina-san. I have a date with Rina-san today. I waited for Rina-san leisurely, looking up at the sky. Hey, it's you, Ren. Tanaka, I had to meet with a jerk. Hurry and go away. As I was thinking such, Tanaka walked up to me with a grin on his face. I heard that you're still going out with Rena Mamiya-san. Thanks to you, my reputation wasn't damaged. Well, please continue to get along because you're too plain. Ugly people and fit each other.
Yes, we will.
What? Suddenly, a beautiful stranger snatched me by the arm and pulled me straight to her. Who's that? Putting my arms close to her was a beautiful, well-styled woman with neatly coiffed bangs and a slender legs peeking out from her miniskirt.
I'm grateful to have met Ren-san through your introduction, but could you please leave us alone now?
Is that your voice, Rena-san?
Yes, it's me.
What? The voice is indeed of Rena's, but short bangs, and instead of the plain outfit she has been wearing before, she was now looking quiet and cool and nice. Is this really Rena-san?
Tanaka-san, I understand your true nature. I will inform my father about this, just so you know.
Wait a minute. If you're so beautiful,
Let's go, Ren-san.
Rena-san walks away, ignoring Tanaka's voice. I followed, still being held by the arm. Oh, what do you mean, you tell father?
Oh, you didn't know Ren-san? I'm the daughter of the president of the Mamiya group, which organizes your company. That was why I was supposed to have an arranged marriage with a talented person within the group, and I was introduced to Tanaka-san. Well, it did turn out like you just saw.
What? Wait a minute. Isn't that bad for our company? If Rena's dad gets mad, at worst, Tanaka may not be the only one to be punished. I felt a little sick in my stomach, imagining such a future. Seemed like that Rena-san smiled happily.
Don't worry, neither you nor your company are in any trouble.
But Tanaka did terrible things to Rena-san.
Yes, you're right, but I don't care now. Besides, my father wants me to be happy. I'm very happy now, so there's nothing wrong with that.
I turned my head back at Rena, who smiled at us serenely. Happy, Rena-san? Are you happy now?
Yes, I was happy to be able to go to various places with you, Ren-san, and talk with you about many things. If possible, I would like to continue to do the same in the future. That's why I want you to go out with me officially.
Are you sure that you want to be with me?
It has to be you.
But I am just an average guy.
I don't care if you're average or not. You see, I had a feeling that Tanaka-kun wanted to refuse the date because of my looks. I also heard what he was saying to you secretly when he introduced me to you.
Oh, sorry about that.
Why are you apologizing? That's really sweet of you. That's the thing. That's what made me fall in love with you. You even lied to me that day about being my type so you wouldn't hurt me. I was surprised, but it made me a little happy.
So you knew.
Yes, I'm sensitive to people's feelings, but after that, I spent more time with you, and I was happy that you said I was wonderful just as I was. I stopped worrying about the way people looked at me when I was with you, and I came to think that it was okay to show myself as I was. So I was able to be myself again.
That's why you're dressed like that today.
Yes. Do you not like me now?
That's not it. Boss hides a Reno-san, and I think you're both lovely.
Thank you. Ren-san, will you continue to go out with me?
Of course.
I'm so glad. Then from now on, as an official couple, please take care of me.
Then Reno-san held out her hand and laughed.
Too slow. How long is it going to take you?
Nanao-san came over me while I was trying to fill all the cells on an Excel sheet. She's in her late 20s, 5 years older than me. She's a true beauty, with a nicely shaped nose and well-defined eyes. She could easily be a model. However, this boss of mine was a really strict person. I didn't like it when she would give up to me, so I always kept silent.
Not only you're slow at your job, you're even slow at answering such a simple question.
My beautiful boss sighed and continued.
You were a temporary staff, weren't you?
Yes, I know that.
Well, you won't be getting a new contract.
That's how easily she cut me off. For a few days, I was wondering what I should do, both with my life and with my boss. I even considered complaining to her boss for harassing me. But then again, it wasn't revenge that I wanted. It still didn't change the fact that she was super effective at her job. And by the way, I was just lucky to even land a job as a temporary staff. The company was located in the center of Tokyo. She was having a great career. Well, that's probably the reason I wasn't able to keep up with her speed. I was alone in my room, having such a thoughts, when I got a message from one of my colleagues. Nanao-san got a warning from the company for harassing her team members. Everyone testified how terribly you were treated by her. I answered, thanks for letting me know. I'm just fed up of this, I said to myself, and decided to take a walk outside. I was strolling around town trying to get an idea of what I should do next. Well, I definitely need a new source of income. Trying to get another contract as temporary staff for some other company is one choice. But honestly, I was just so tired of all of the stuff. No, I really don't want that anymore. I saved up a lot of money, so maybe I can take a little time off. Why was I always saving up money in the first place? Wasn't it for this kind of emergency situations? It kind of sounded like I was making an excuse for myself. I was conditioned to myself come up with explanation for everything. But that's over now. While I was walking around town, I came across a food truck. I was really hungry, so I decided to order one. It was some kind of foreign food that I had never seen before. Wait, what are these spices? This is super delicious. Right beside the food truck, it was written we're hiring. Excuse me, I'd like to apply for the job. I was surprised myself at how fast I reacted. 3 months later, the owner liked my work, and he entrusted me a whole food truck. You never know where life is going to take you. At my last job, my boss used to nag me how slow I was, but my current boss was always telling me how fast I was at remembering things, how efficient I was, He even asked me if I had any background in cooking. He never stopped me giving me compliments. Thanks to those spices I tasted a few months ago, I really thought there was a chance of some illegal substances being used in the dish. Of course, now I know the secret ingredient, but that'll be kept a secret. And that's how I got on with my life. I love watching the customers having the same kind of reaction as me. And I like the way I work in the different places at the different hours of the day. Yes, it actually turned out way better than I thought.
You are.
One of our customers was her, Nanao-san, my former boss, who was as hot as ever. Nanao-san kept waiting for me until my work was finished. Honestly, I was feeling nervous. I hadn't the slightest clue of why she would want to talk to me. She told me she had something to talk about and was standing at the corner of the street. She had her arms crossed. She was staring at me. I was really scared of this person. Actually, should I call 911? In the end, I couldn't muster up the courage to run away, so I decided to talk to her.
I had to go through a lot, all because of you.
Said Nanao-san. Apparently, after she refused to extend my contract, many other colleagues who were also getting harassed by her began to file complaints to the company. Due to that, she got demoted, and it's hard for her to stay on in the company. Sorry, I couldn't do anything for you. That was all I could say. I'm just a temporary staff who already got fired. After I said so,
I know.
she said. It seemed like she had come to terms with reality.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
You were just talking it out of me, and that's not going to change anything, was the answer that came to mind. But I didn't want to hurt her anymore, because I could see tears in her eyes. Well, sorry about all of that, I told her and walked away, but she hit my shoulder from behind.
Let's go have a drink together. I'll pay for everything.
I gave in her pressure and followed her to an izakaya. She kept on grumbling about her job. To put it in a nutshell, she was basically irritated at how slow her colleagues and subordinates were at their job. Of course, the reason she felt that way is because she was insanely good at her job, but she was making it hard for everyone to concentrate on the work. That's what I told her, but she was having it. Time flied, and before I even noticed, I was brought home to her apartment. She was totally drunk. Wait, isn't this usually the other way around? Not only that,
And the way you're running your business is also not good enough.
she had her arm wrapped around her shoulder. Yep, I was feeling those massive assets of hers touching the side of my body. Now that I'm going to tell her that, she would probably lose her mind for me, sexually harassing her. She might even sue me.
Hey, you listening?
I felt her breath on my ear. Wait, am I really in her?
First of all, location of your truck.
She said she was observing me at my job today. She gave me a lot of advice, starting off with the location. The signboard, the design, the words I used to my customers, and even how loud I should be talking.
These are all basics. You have to always make sure you're getting them correct.
The way she pointed these things was her problem. But that was all. Everything she was mentioning was really accurate. And not only that, but they were all things that I could apply from tomorrow. That's how good of a business person she was.
I'll send you all that info.
She was about to say something, but fell asleep. For some reason, she was holding on to me. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Anyways, 3 months have passed since then. I did exactly as she told me. After a while, little by little, my food truck's revenues started to increase. On the weekend, she would come over to help me out. She told me I didn't have to pay her. That was surprising enough.
I quit my job.
Huh? She ignored me and continued.
You're going to use my retirement money to actually start your own business.
Wait, what did she just say? Yeah? I was asking her for an explanation, but she took that as a yes. How did all of this happen? Half a year later, she let me, or rather, she forced me to start my own business. She handled all of the negotiations with the owner and took care of all the legal documents. At this point, I wasn't surprised at how fast and effective she was at everything. As for what happened with the business, it wasn't constantly growing from the get-go. And now I have a few employees managing different kinds of food trucks. Not to mention, this was all thanks to her. All I did was cook the food, she told me.
You don't need to think about anything. Just keep flipping the food in the pan like an idiot.
She still hasn't fixed the way. She compared her thoughts. But honestly, I got used to the way she spoke to me. And she basically made my life better in many ways without even being asked to do so. I was completely satisfied with my life. Now I'm an owner of successful business. I consider myself a lucky man. If I were to ask for anything more, that would just be too greedy. But she was different. She was incredibly good at running a business. She said to me,
Let's aim to go public in 5 years.
nothing was going to stop her. Yeah? As usual, I was still confused.
And when that happens, let's get married.
She firmly ended her sentence. Yes, I didn't hesitate to give her my answer. I was truly surprised at how she took the business to another level by making money at acquisition end.
We did it!
She actually made it happen. Wow, you really did it, as we promised. We were walking down the wedding aisle.
Give me a compliment.
She clearly asked me, "You are the most amazing person I have ever met. I'm so happy that you came into my life. Thank you." She put a genuine smile on her face. I had a bride and kissed her.